Welcome back, everyone. Tom Grothous, our auto expert, is with us today. We're talking a little bit about senior driving. Now, you came in with your pack. We immediately asked you. We assumed you'd just come from racquetball.
Yeah.
And apparently not. But you know what?
Apparently not. Look at
you and me are playing racquetball today. You know, the thing, we thought about that. That's like a perfect example of the kits we're told to do. But you said au contraire, especially for senior drivers, right?
For seniors or you, me, I mean, we're not prepared to get outside the car and go. Remember, once you go in the ditch, you're used to getting out in a parking lot that's shoveled snow or maybe a little snow or ice or whatever, but you're getting in a ditch. Now you're on this side of the road. You're out in the roadway where people are sliding around, and you know, well, everything is nowadays, nobody knows how to drive, right?
Right. That's the biggest danger, getting out of the car and then you're stuck on the road and cars are sliding, and it's a...
Now, if you want to pick this up and put it in the back seat of your car, not a problem.
Right.
But to get out of the car and use it, have the tow rope, jumper cables, that's what other people are for. And that's why you have the road assistance from your company or AAA, whichever. And that's the key way to go for anybody that's, well, if you got out and got your shoes dirty and your pants dirty and come in here, it would be a bad day, wouldn't it?
Well, if I could just go home, maybe that might be the way to go.
Yeah, there you go.
But you know what? You bring up, the thing you bring up, though, is like most cars, if you buy anything within the last, 5-10 years, they all have a, Chevy has a service, GM has a service, Chrysler, they all do.
They all have, even your insurance has roadside service. So, you know, and you probably don't have a spare tire.
Yeah,
so,
I don't.
You know, get a rollback and call them up and have a rollback come and pitch you up. That's why they have rollbacks anymore, unless they're a crash, and then at that point they get the records. But there's a situation for older adults. Use your head, have it in the back seat, you know, for when that problem comes. You have your extra coat, you have a towel or a blanket or whatever, you have your candle for the warmth if that comes to that. But most of us aren't going to be out in that kind of weather anyway. Yeah,
as you said, have the experts who do this kind of thing for a living come out and take care of it. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit. I was asking before we came on about used car lots are down. We're having chip problems for new cars, all those kind of things. You don't see that inventory boosted anytime soon, right?
You go to your used car dealers, and they're sitting there with, you've never seen so much open lot. You know, they just don't have the cars, and used cars are selling for 37% higher than Kelley Blue Book. So that means you're paying a third more for a car that, is it going to be the same price? Is it going to drop off in a year or whatever? Probably not. And the reason for that is because of the fact that you've got new cars coming out that are very minimal to buy. I mean, to try to find them, you can't find them. And when you see ads on the TV that says, put in your order for a new car, that really says there's a demand out there and they just don't have it. And like I said, the chip market's going to take us another 1.5 years or so before we get it back on our level. But the new car prices, they're going to stay up because we've got the new lights that are coming out from the European, the OSHA, or not OSHA, but the Highway Traffic Safety Administration said that now we can come out with the new electric lights that follow the road, so you've got better visibility, so you don't just have LEDs staring at you. They adjust, you know, coming down the road and that. So the new car prices are going to be up. Used car price is going to stay there then. So it looks like if you want to buy a car used, it's going to pay you more. You're going to pay more for it, but it's probably going to stay up in price. Somebody
told me if you, especially for the next couple of years, if you ever dreamed of just something offbeat, like you wanted a Wagoneer, or you wanted an old Jeep from the 70s or 80s, they said now's the time to do it. You know, cover that 2-year period until you want to get what you want to get. Maybe that's the time to do it. I don't know. Get that old microbus that you've always wanted, you know? You can cruise down the road.
I had one of those.
Did you really have one of those?
Volkswagen microbus.
Nice. The hippie years, right?
Oh, yeah. 60s and 70s.
That's nice. See, but what do you think about that idea? Get something that you wouldn't normally get because there's just no inventory out there.
Yeah, that's fine if you can do the work on it.
You can get it up, you can get back and forth to work, I suppose.
That's the problem. you know, everybody says, well, I want the good old cars. Well,
right.
I'll be honest with you, the old cars weren't so good.
Right. The newer ones I can keep running. They're a lot easier to keep running.
Nicer, a lot nicer.
Good information. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, going medical news coming up next on Noon Edition.